this cool thing to show you. Really, man? Yeah, it's far out and technical and stuff. Awesome. Yeah. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Cool.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everyone. How you doing?
Welcome to Telling. Well, okay, I got Think Geek on
Nice.
because I'm a geek. That's just what I am. So anyway, welcome to this morning's chapter, or this show of
Tech Shamans.
Yeah, man. I tell you what. But you know what? We had if you watch the post, which is awesome. We're gonna talk about a couple things. Is it truly cheaper to cut the cord?
Oh, of course it is.
Yeah, that's the best thing in the whole world.
Oh my gosh,
should do that immediately.
I saw this post on the internet, and they said that you should definitely cut the cord, and everyone's doing it.
So if everybody's jumping off a bridge, is we all going to jump off with them?
Absolutely.
Might as well.
You know, and then we're going to talk about some security issues with software, training software and school software, because you were telling me about your daughter.
It's fascinating.
Yeah, they're going to... Well, sir, first of all, let me preface this with saying, we all did the 10-year. I didn't do the 10-year challenge. You know why I didn't do the 10-year challenge? Because I didn't want to update NSA, CIA, FBI databases.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There you go.
Not what I'm doing.
Right.
And that's exactly what you did, folks. If you did the Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn, or Instagram, 10-year, you just updated all the databases in the world.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for your support.
Yeah, exactly. No, not going to do that. So, and then, of course, Mr. Adam here, we're probably going to talk about some got to be some cool geeky stuff out there somewhere.
Yeah.
But first and foremost, let's talk about cutting the cable.
Yes. So, like I said, I've seen about 1,000,005 articles on why it's the best thing in the world, and the future is basically cutting the cord. And however, most of these articles are written by some software that helps you cut the cord, or type of thing, or has a link to FiOS.
And I'm not saying not to cut the cord.
No.
But I'm just what I'm saying, and we talked about this on Friday night on Nerd Talk.
Yeah.
So and I got a ton of people going, oh, you didn't look at the right things, you didn't do your research. I said, oh no, I did the research, because what I did is I took into consideration the after 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Crap.
Oh, like
if you'll sign up for 2 years, you'll get it for this. Okay, what happens after or 1 year? Some people was a 1 year contract, some was 2. But for the most part, I'm like, okay, so I went and looked at what the price is after 2 years, and that's what I based my prices on.
Right.
Because everybody will get you cheap in the beginning, but then they stick it to you.
Of course.
Yeah.
So to me, all right, so let's just jump right on into this. I've even got graphics and everything. Oh, nice. Rob, you'll see my graphics are in my John file. Yep. So first thing first is let's just take a look at, first of all, Netflix.
And I have some information on Netflix.
Awesome. $13.99 a month. That's 2 streaming IPs simultaneously.
Yeah.
If you want to go the family plan, I think it's an extra $5.99.
Which I have.
Okay, so for $18.99, you're allowed to stream up to 3 devices simultaneously. That doesn't mean you can't have 20 machines, phones, iPads, whatever, that can log into the account, but you can only have, I think it's up to 4. So if you want to do
4 or 5,
4, so you can do now. So 2 is $13.99, 3 is $18.99, and then 4 I can't think, and then it jumps to 5.
I got 5.
Is $25.
Yeah.
So there's Netflix.
Yeah.
Then you have Hulu, $11.99. right? And then, of course, they will add extra as you go along.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So I'm just taking base prices, all right?
Yeah, if you want to add their HBO stuff or whatever it is,
exactly.
or Showtime.
So then if you want to go and you want to get a Roku, right?
Which I've had.
Okay. If you have Roku, you got to pay $29.99. That's not live.
Right.
That's just $29.99 to get. Oh, okay. Hold that. Put that image back up. So it's $29.99 plus. You got to pay for Netflix. You got to pay for Hulu. You got to pay for Amazon. You got to pay for Sling. You got to pay for Pandora. You got to pay for HBO. You got to pay for ESPN.
And then
those are not included in the package.
Because if you want to watch like live TV like that on Hulu, Sling and Plex are those ones that allow you to watch live TV.
Right.
And however, they still don't let you watch all the live TV, especially local stuff.
Correct.
So there's all kinds of add-ons there.
Okay. So then we jump over to Sling. If you want Sling live, it's $25. If you want DirecTV Go, which is an AT&T product, which is DirecTV, that is $75 a month.
And they are pushing that so hard on my when you go up to your certain plans in your on your phones, they give you a rebate thing, but they bundle it. So you really are paying $75 for it. It just doesn't seem like it, but
that is correct.
If they're like, oh, by the way,
they added into the because you're AT&T, right?
Yeah.
See, I'm AT&T as well.
Yeah.
And the reason we went to we went to DirecTV because I like the fact that my data bandwidth is unlimited.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So then you get okay. Say you go to Amazon Prime, right?
Yeah.
It's $99 a year, right? $8.25 a month. YouTube Red,
which I
$9.99 a month.
Yeah.
Or you can get YouTube TV for $40 a month.
Oh yeah.
All right. AT&T Watch, which is for those people that are same thing as Direct, but they had AT&T, blah blah blah. It's $15. HBO, just HBO is $14.99.
And they are still doing it, man. They are signing people up.
Well,
still.
Again, if you have
all the content,
it's the content.
It's the content. Used to be, we were just talking about this actually last night. We were just talking about the HBO, and nowadays you have Netflix, and they're constantly adding stuff. But HBO, back in the '90s, used to be like, okay, I'm paying for HBO. And I'm going to get the new 3 movies that I really want to watch a month. And after I'm done with the first 4 days of HBO, I'm all sad again because there's the never-ending story is the only thing on HBO that I want to watch.
Right.
And so, yeah.
Well, even after midnight, the soft porn is not even good.
You got to get Cinemax for that.
Exactly. Skinemax.
Yeah.
Speaking of Cinemax, $14.99.
Yeah.
Showtime, $11. CBS, $5.99.
Which is smart for them because everyone's like, hey, I want to watch my local programming.
Right.
Oh, you do you? Well, now we're going to charge you.
ESPN, okay, so CBS, all that, Fox, all that's $5.99, right? ESPN, so if you want to watch ESPN and get your sports, right? And the thing of it is ESPN doesn't like last night's playoff games. They didn't carry that.
Oh.
That was CBS and Fox, so you had to have those apps.
One of those,
exactly. So PlayStation View, $45 to get the same thing you would as Roku.
Yeah.
And if you want the live side, $80.
Yeah.
A month. So went and did the math, the research, and we're going to talk about this in depth. But I'm giving everybody numbers right now. So if you went to Spectrum, which is our Time Warner,
local
blah
cable,
blah blah.
Yeah.
See, here's the problem with Tampa Bay is we're cut. There's 4 providers.
Yeah.
Actually, there's 5 providers.
Depending
Spectrum,
on where you are,
Frontier, DirecTV, Dish Network, and WOW.
Yeah.
Okay. So with Spectrum, if you get the pack, it's $99.97. That's phone, internet, and basic cable.
Okay.
Okay, then if you want to add in the HBO and the Cinemax and all that kind of stuff, the package goes to $159.
Oh, okay.
You can get the complete bundle.
I get everything. All you can
for
eat.
12 months.
Okay.
So 12 months. After that, it's $222.
Oh.
Right? Okay. So Frontier, the bundle, $84.99. Boom. Right? Again, you're getting phone, internet. They want to bundle it.
Yeah.
Okay. $40. Okay. We'll go back because I got the internet costs just standalone. DirecTV. Just to have the direct, so you got to have it packaged right there.
Okay.
Right. So you get $75 a month, and that is only TV. That's not their internet.
That's the official DirecTV, not the DirecTV Now.
No, that's DirecTV.
Okay. And so do you have to pay for an
Every
additional
box.
box
Yes.
and your satellite dish?
No,
or?
the one satellite dish.
Okay.
They give that to you. That's that's their cable.
Okay.
Dish Network.
Okay.
Just TV, $49.99. That's not internet,
Oh.
but you get a free Echo Dot.
Oh.
They can't communicate with
Right,
anything.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then you have WOW.
Yay.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, God.
WOW's is $59.99 bundle.
What's WOW's platform on? Is it on Spectrum or Frontier or
No.
what's the? Oh, is it
no.
separate?
They're sitting on their own.
Oh.
They're sitting on the old Nology line.
Oh, okay. All right. The Nology's the.
They're actually technically sitting on it's all the cable infrastructure. Anything other than what's in the ground is utilities. Anyway, it's all
Yeah.
Duke or whatever poles. Okay, so now I'm going to back up. So
Okay.
that's TV. If you go and just get the pure internet,
Yeah, I'm cutting the cable. I read on
Cutting
the
cable.
internet that this is better.
not going to be in my house, right?
Yeah.
Internet only from Spectrum, $99.
What's the speed?
Speed,
difference?
the speed with them is 100/20.
Yeah. That's
They say they have others, but according to the research I did, the true number is 100/20,
Yeah.
which means 100 down, 20 up. It's $99 after your 2-year or 1-year crap. The real number is not, because when we got them, they were, it's only $49.99.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Spectrum does the same thing. I mean, Frontier does the same thing. The cheapest you can get is $40. That's 50/50. Or for $100, the maximum you can get is 300/300.
Oh.
That's after all the sign-up cost is this. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I don't deal the bait and switch crap. I just give you the full, right?
Yeah.
And then you get to DirecTV, which they do have internet. It's through AT&T,
Oh.
and that's nothing but a Wi-Fi card.
Oh.
Ask Rob. He knows all about it. Back in the back. That's $39.99.
Okay.
Okay, and that's with a 2-year plan. You have to sign up for a 2-year plan, right? Dish Network. Okay, this is going to blow your mind. $69.99 for a 10 meg download.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's like being at your public library.
2 up.
Wow.
I can go to freaking Starbucks.
I know. I was going to
Is
say.
that unlimited now?
No,
Did they
no.
finally go unlimited?
I don't know.
Because
Hey,
used to
Rob,
be-
did they go in? Was it unlimited with you guys?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's not sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway,
that seems like a deal.
And here's the fine print with them, right? Up to 10 megabits per second download.
Oh, wow.
Up to, right?
Your hotspot on your phone is faster than
exactly. Wow. Okay, so WOW has internet, $39.99 for 100 megs, down, probably 10 up.
that. Yeah.
But they have a $79.99 package of 1 gig down.
That seems like high.
I have no idea what
gaming.
the up is. I couldn't find it. But that scares me that I can't find the up.
Yeah.
But that's almost equivalent to having your city be a Google city.
Yeah, that's a good for $80.
Yeah. Now,
No, you can't get WoW in a lot of places though. Like,
No,
I
you
can't get
cannot.
WoW.
They are. They're actually I guess they're trying to get other places.
Okay.
But I know they're on the beach in St. Pete Beach.
Okay.
And I do know I had a client that I streamed a video for, and their IT guy said that they have an ALF, an assisted living facility, next to them, and their towers, which they have towers for these,
Whoa.
have gig up, gig down.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, whether or not we could ever get that up here, and whether or not it's a true gig, up and down, I don't know.
If they're running on the microwave towers, it typically is. I used to work for like WinStar, which was a big one of those back in the day, and those are great, but
Right.
they're expensive. They were expensive. That's a pretty good deal.
Well, no, that's supposed to be fiber.
Hey, yeah, definitely.
So there's the pricing. Now,
okay.
to me, by the time I go get cable, so I cut my cable, and I'm going to give full disclosure. Okay, I have DirecTV, and I'm an AT&T customer, and I have because I was an AT&T customer. I've been an AT&T customer for almost 21 years.
Same.
We've been with them since they were with the brick phones.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
And we just kind of funny. We were with AT&T when it was AT&T, and then it went to Singular and blah 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 blah. Well, we still stayed all the way through.
Yeah.
We just kept getting a new name. Okay, so they did us a good deal because we are a long-time customers.
Right.
And so in the beginning, our DirecTV was not very expensive.
Right.
But we had 7 boxes.
Yeah.
Okay. And then all of a sudden the 2-year thing wore out. So now
Right.
I'm up to $249.99, I think is what it is a month we pay. But 7 boxes.
Yeah.
And that's all the HBOs, that's all the Cinemaxes, all the movie channels. I mean, in the Red Zone package. So we have all of that, right? Probably, if I wasn't an AT&T customer for a long time and blah blah blah, it probably cost me more like $400, right?
Yeah.
So, and then I have Spectrum as my internet because we had Verizon before they sold, and then once they sold to Frontier, it turned into crap.
Yeah.
So we just, I got rid of it because they probably lost half of my movies that I had purchased. Yes, and they're like, well, do you have proof that you paid for those? I'm like, yeah. You go look at my bills for the last 2 years, and you go pull it up, and you'll see where I've paid my bill every month.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is they lost a lot of that stuff. Some of that stuff got dumped, and I am in. Never mind, I can't talk about it. But so we got rid of Frontier.
Yeah.
Because they're just absolutely horrible, and then we went to Spectrum. And I called up that day, and Spectrum says, "Oh, we'll be out," because I was telling them what's going on. They're like, "Oh yeah, we'll be right there." Literally, I had turned Spectrum our FiOS off at like 9 o'clock in the morning, and by 8 o'clock at night, I had TV from Spectrum.
Wow.
Our internet from Spectrum.
I had the exact opposite. I have Spectrum, and I have the high-end internet, just because we were
300 over 300.
Yeah. Because I kind of work out of the home and I do a lot of stuff and things like that. And we kind of cut the cord because we don't watch a whole lot of live TV. I'm a big YouTube guy. But so we've got that. But for whatever reason, we got, in a discussion about, thing. And they sent us like, we'll give you $1 million if you sign up for this 2-year Frontier thing. And so we tried to sign up, and they never came out. And
they never showed up.
They never showed up.
Yeah.
And I called them. They didn't show up, and I called them. Here's hello, Frontier. We called them. We set up a time. They didn't come out. I called them, and I said, "Hey, where are you guys at?" And they said, "We don't have you on our schedule." And I said, "Golly, I have a number and stuff." And so they said, "Okay, we're going to reschedule you." Didn't come out again. And I said, okay. And then they did the same thing. They're like, well, we couldn't make it out, so we're going to come out. I said, forget it. But yeah, I've got Spectrum. That's my disclosure. And we have Netflix.
So
now, Netflix doesn't care about us because they signed up in the first quarter with the Bird Box Challenge and stupid stuff like that. They added 8.84 million new members in the first quarter of 2019 over the predicted 7 million that they said they were going to get. So
they're running super fat right now.
And so that's just adding. That's not, that's not just what they have. That's more.
Right.
So 8.8, more people times $13.99. They're doing okay. And so that's the.
And if you notice your service, if you notice that you're offer, buffering. I noticed last night there was buffering.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
Because they they did not expect to get what they got.
Yeah, we've had some issues and stuff like that with logging on and a couple other things. And,
And when you call them and say, "Hey, you're served," oh no, it's your internet. No,
I know, yeah.
it's
Most of the
not
time,
my internet.
It's your computer.
Yeah, you probably deal with that kind of stuff all the
Yes,
time. With you're caught in the middle, trying to fix something, and the internet company's going, not us, and the other people are going. Windows is going, it's not us.
So this, but this is how you tell it it's your internet, or it's not your internet, because I have in my house, other than on those TVs, those 7 boxes, I've also got on those boxes, Amazon Fire Sticks, Apple TVs, and Roku's.
Okay,
And when I go to every one of those,
it's all good.
no.
Oh,
That tells me, but I can go to Amazon Prime on some of those things, and it streams just fine. But I go back to Netflix, and and I've got buffering
It's
issues.
just waiting
I
and
got
waiting.
chitter chatters going on, and it's like, I'm watching DirecTV.
yeah.
'Cause,
Okay,
you know,
yeah.
It really kind of aggravates you that you're paying for all this stuff, and it's like, nope, not working.
Well, now it's, I think a lot of it is even, the cable or cutting the cord and stuff like that. And even if you have these packages, it's still sometimes better. But there's a lot of people who are going to get that Netflix and Hulu or whatever.
Well, that's just
anyway.
it. So let's
Yeah.
go back to this.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
okay, so so for you folks thinking, oh, it's cheaper to cut the cable, it's not.
No.
It's because once you go get your internet, which is $99, I'm just going to run with it. I'm just going to run with Spectrum.
Let's say 99. Yeah.
$99. Even if you get the best Frontier, it's $100.
Yeah.
Right? No one in their right mind is going to go get DirecTV or Dish Network because
It
It's
just
just not
yeah,
really,
It's dumb.
I could use my phone, tether, and we're good.
Yeah.
Right. Even WoW, the most expensive, they're gig down, which I can't even put them in our realm because they're not in my world up here, right?
Yeah, I can't even
So
get it.
$100. $100 is what your internet's going to
Okay.
cost you. All right. So okay, well, I got to have Netflix, so that's $13.99.
Yep.
Okay. I would like to have some form of live television, so I'll go get CBS and Fox. Okay. So
Okay.
there's another $10.
Yeah.
Right, because they're $4.99 a piece. So now I'm up to what is that? $23.99. So now I'm $123.99. Well, wait a minute. I want to watch sports.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm gonna go ESPN. I'm $128. Right. All right. Well, I really don't want to miss Game of Thrones.
Right. Because I want that.
Right. So I'm going to go get HBO now.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm $151.
Yeah.
Right? That's awesome. But you know what? I'm an Amazon Prime guy.
Yeah.
I don't watch
Just
TV.
because I get the shipping.
Right. $9.90. You can actually get them. So there's a $8.25 a month.
Yeah.
Because I'm breaking down the monthly.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So now I'm $156. $159. Right.
Yep.
Okay. Awesome. But Showtime does have some really cool stuff.
Yeah. We've got some good
$170.
content. Yeah.
Okay. Right. It is not cheaper.
No.
Oh, and by the way, I have a PlayStation in the house.
Yeah.
I don't want to miss out on the great content on there. There's $45. Oh, I'm $200 now.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm $210.
Yeah.
Right. Guess what? I just found out it's cheaper to have a bundle with television in my house for $99.97. Or actually, let's go to the 2-year price, $129. Right, and I'll add HBO.
Yeah.
All right, so now I'm $135.
Even if you added Netflix to that on top,
Right.
you're still because of content.
So it is not cheaper.
No.
And by no means is it cheap. A friend of mine on Friday night, his name is Ed. It's what he said is makes sense. Follow the money.
Yeah.
I think you say that all the time. Follow the money. And the money, where's the money at? In the data streaming.
Yeah.
So all the AT&Ts, the T-Mobiles, the Sprints, the Crickets, they all want you to cut that cord and go to them. Why? Because you can pay for data. And this is the very reason why Spectrum now offers cell phone service.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh,
You can pay by the month or you can pay by the gig. Their gig price is hefty.
I bet.
Because for you to sit and watch a 3-hour movie, even at 640,
That's all.
Yeah.
you're going to run 300 megs,
Yeah.
if not more.
Oh, yeah.
And just imagine, on the mobile devices, how they can go ahead and basically, they don't have to have like 1080
No.
on a mobile phone. So
Right.
they can get more subscribers and not have to build out their infrastructure any larger than
Oh,
what it
that's,
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
And offer, the same service.
Yeah.
So
Here's
the
your
more
streaming
peop- yeah.
streaming movies here and here for $10. I'm going to make more money on my
Especially
phone.
with Spectrum,
Yeah.
they don't have to build out their network any larger than it has to be. If they offer the phone service, and then they offer their cable service through the $21.99 a month
Oh,
for,
yeah.
for their TV service. Now look what they've
I'm
just
good.
done. They've quadrupled their user base, and all they've done is sell the services that they're already providing.
That
Anyways.
they're already providing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now the bandwidth on those devices are not as high as your Roku boxes, or if you're
Yeah.
sharing it through other
But-
players and stuff. But again,
It's for them. It's an income stream, and it's
exactly.
great. It's smart.
It's very
So,
smart.
But yeah, so it's all about data. Verizon itself, the Verizon mothership, wants to get out of everything. They don't want to sell phones. They don't want to do anything. They want to be the data source for
The foundation.
everybody.
Yeah.
That's why they sold to Frontier, and they don't have, I mean, I heard through the grapevine they're completely trying to get out of all the cell phone
Because
sales.
it's a pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
And-
make no money on that crap.
Right. The only reason that they were selling the phones in the first place
Is
is
to make you buy
get
data.
to get you
Also-
to sign up. They
right.
just wanted a thing that connects
Right.
you.
Everything wants
Appropriately.
to be data.
Yeah.
Data. That's where you make your money now.
Well, that's why I have I've been with AT&T a long time, so I have like unlimited, and now they keep changing the packages and everything, and so it's one of those, is how much data do you need? How much data? They don't really care about your cell phone per se. They care about the data
How much
plan
data
that you're
you're
going to go
burning.
on. They couldn't
right.
care if I have an iPhone or a Samsung or whatever. They'll sell whatever is cool and snazzy, but they really want to be able to just get you to download as much as possible. If they
Hey,
make
people
it
are
easier.
commenting. Jeffrey Neil Fox says, "What up?"
Cool.
And Pattery says, "I love T-Mobile. I've been with them
Hey.
since 2001."
Yeah,
Well,
my girlfriend's got T-Mobile and she loves
T-Mobile sits on the back of AT&T.
them. Yeah, but
Same towers.
Their customer service, I have to say, I've been to both stores and everything. Is a
Yeah.
hell of a lot
Oh.
better than AT&T.
Same towers, but also same money too now.
Same
Because,
money.
Yeah.
when that whole merger fell apart,
Right.
T-Mobile got paid out, and they were smart by investing that money into their
Right.
infrastructure
Yeah.
and trying to build
Absolutely.
out. So I think there's something that could come out of that.
Yeah.
This merger with Sprint, you're taking a CDMA technology and merging it with, GSM technology now. All Sprint's going to have to do is eventually just going to have to switch over to GSM.
Right.
It's inevitable, and finally we'll start seeing something happen.
Well, now you got 5G coming.
Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah,
5G,
theoretically.
theoretically.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to do that, because if you know the compression ratio in the algorithm, it's like, oh, so you're going to turn the power up a little bit. Awesome.
Yes. Great.
All they're going to do is go,
Click.
there we go, here you go. There's your 5G now.
That's
Yeah.
Instead of just opening it up, period.
So you got this whole what would they call themselves? The big group of guys, and they get around. They're like, okay, this year we're gonna crank it up by another 250 megahertz, and we're gonna call it 5G. Everybody on
5G.
board? Not yet. I can't do it. I'm not. My electric
Yeah.
bill is killing me this week.
Yeah.
So let's just wait a little while.
Yeah,
And
hang
then they
on.
finally turn it on.
Let's
they're like,
build some excitement. Yeah.
we getting ready, guys.
Explain to everybody what 5G is supposed to do and maybe what it's probably going to do.
Computer guy.
Yeah. So You know, that's the thing. Like CES was a big thing with 5G. You know, that was the thing. Was everything's going to be connected. It's 5G. You're going to be able to talk live to your, you know, sandwich maker or whatever it is, and your robot to clean your house is going to be 5G.
Okay, so hold on one second.
Yeah, so,
okay, but so thank you, Patty, for loving Tampa WeBeam TV.
Nice, thank you.
She loves WeBeam TV.
Love it.
And Jeffrey Neal Fox, if you've got Spectrum right now and you are liking what you see, do not cut.
Yeah.
I am Boss Tech on Nerd Talk and Comic Book 101, and here I'm just John Gaston, I'm your video tech shaman. My personal opinion says, do not cut your cable.
Yeah.
Supplement the cool stuff, like get yourself an Apple TV or get a Roku or get Jeffrey. I'm not sure how old you are, buddy, but you look pretty young on there on your picture. If you're looking for all the extra kind of cool stuff, go get the Netflix stuff. Get Netflix or get Amazon Fire Stick. I like them both.
Yeah.
Because they kind of have the same thing, and you can actually watch WeBeam TV on there because we stream live to YouTube, and you can go to YouTube.
Right.
See, all these people pay so much money to be on these. Like, I have a Roku channel. I have an AT. I'm on every platform there is, as long as you have YouTube.
Right, because you're on.
You just go to YouTube, search for WeBeam TV. You can watch us on the big screen.
Yeah.
Scary, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, my personal opinion is don't cut. I would don't cut. Supplement with one of the three. My personal favorite is Apple TV because I can get everything. Everything you can get, anything you want to do, you can get on Apple TV.
Yeah.
It's $99. $129, I think, if you get the big bad boy, the 4K, which you don't need to.
Yeah.
And then I would say after that is because when you get Apple TV, you get everything everybody else. And there's a Roku, and then Amazon Prime, the Fire Stick. Those are three that I would sit down.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Chromecast is not.
Chromecast is just a device
on it, man, and you got the App Store. It's just cool. Okay.
No.
It's just cool.
I have two, and I don't ever use them.
What? The
Chromecast.
I like my Chromecast.
Why?
I've got two.
But you got to use your computer to control it.
I know, but I've cut the cord.
Okay, but for the average user, you're geeks. We're techie guys. Yeah. We like that kind of stuff.
For the average person, it will make you insane to cut your cord because you're constantly trying to go, I want to watch Saturday Night Live.
Rosie the Robot.
And that's not going to happen because there's no ability for you to watch local shows if you cut the cord.
Right.
Or there is, but you have to go through 15 things and have some IP address and know what you're doing, and it's kind of a pain.
You have to already, if you plan to cut the cord, you have to already know what you want, what content you want to watch.
Now we have
that may be the thing. That's,
we have millennials on Nerd Talk show that they've never had cable.
Yeah.
They've always been that internet generation. They use their computers. And I hate to say it, they use BitTorrent rips, and they can see everything else. It's not as good sometimes. Okay, but here's the thing. If I'm going to watch something, I want to watch it where it looks and sounds good. Not somebody that's ripped something and it's jiggity jaggedy. I'm sorry, that's not that. I mean, I want quality.
Right, and I'm a film guy, and so for me to appreciate a film, I like.
Or some guy that illegally recorded a movie on a camcorder.
I want to watch.
In a studio. No.
Yeah, I want to watch the the actual film as it was meant to be seen, and the darks and the lights, and not some Russian camera guy, and so I like and I appreciate that, and that's why I have like Netflix and some of the other things. But it really, I think what you're saying is it depends on what you're doing. Like I don't watch a whole lot of live TV.
Right.
I watch a lot of YouTube and all that stuff for work things.
Well, I do too.
But I appreciate.
As a matter of fact,
TV.
if people go to Nerd Talk and or Comic Book 101, look at our Nerd Talk or Comic Book 101 Facebook page, and there is a fan-made Darth trailer.
Oh, cool!
Freaking awesome!
Awesome.
And Disney is all over the dude.
Really?
Oh yeah, they're trying. Read the article and then watch. I support guys like this because they think out of the box.
Yeah.
And it shows a different side of Darth Anyway, I'm not going to digress. I will
Okay.
not get off that. I'm sorry,
right.
because I could go for an hour on this one. But yeah, so
Yeah.
if you're not techie,
It's just
mean,
like having an Apple product.
right?
It's,
But if
I don't
you're-
want to mess with stuff.
But if you're techie, the Chromecast is good.
yeah.
Because it's, I can control it with my computer because I have them, right?
stream stuff,
But
yeah.
if you're not techie, the easiest ones are the Apple TV, the Roku, and the on Amazon Fire Stick.
Apple TV, I have a Samsung phone and an iPad,
Right.
and I like my iPad because I don't have problems figuring out what I want to do
Right,
with it. I can
exactly.
turn it on, it does its thing, and
So I would
and it's
never-
the same with Apple TV. If
Right,
you cut
exactly.
the
It's
cord,
very simple.
Yeah.
And you can actually connect your phone with it.
yeah.
So you have a keyboard.
Oh, cool. All right.
Like when I go to buy stuff every now and then,
Yeah.
like I'll get.
So it's not the
down-
PlayStation where you're trying to move the
No,
cursor
no, you
around.
can actually,
and
when
enter
you-
your
like, so you-
14-digit password.
Say, hey, you want to buy this movie? Yeah, put your password in. It's either thumb touch from your phone,
Yeah.
or you can say keyboard, and you can instead of using the little remote to go, you can actually hit your phone because you sync your phone.
Yeah.
You did done.
Oh, see, I'm in. That's
Or if you have your laptop, you can stream stuff from just like
yeah.
So it's, or you got your iPad and
See, that's what I stream my stuff from
you
the
know,
iPad.
you're sitting here on your iPad and you're looking at pictures and you got family around sitting in the living room. You can just send the pictures up there and you can all
Yeah.
watch them together.
Yeah.
Exactly. So to
That's
me,
cool.
it's really good. So yeah. So my personal opinion, I'm going to say one more time, don't cut the cord. Don't cut the cable.
And my personal opinion is I've cut the cord, and I don't necessarily recommend it unless there's some specific reasons to
Right.
cut the cord, because it's just easier. Most people want to watch TV to relax and have fun and,
Right.
and to kill some time and not think too hard. And you've got a whole menu that tells you exactly what's coming up, and I kind of like that, unlike Spectrum. And so, I've cut the cord, and I couldn't say, yeah, do it. I love no.
Yeah, it's definitely not you don't save money.
Yeah.
A lot of
I've
people
cut
are like,
the cord,
oh,
but again, you've got to know what you want to watch. If you're not really into watching live TV that much and stuff,
Right.
and you can add in your costs, and if it makes sense, then do it. But remember, obviously there's shows that you're going to want to watch sometimes, or there's going to be live TV,
Yeah.
and you're going to want to stream to that. So and check that out.
we
So
were
you
we
can
were
watch
somewhere
it.
the other day, and we're sitting there and we're talking about we had just watched something, and the person behind us literally tapped me, please stop talking about that. I don't have cable. I have to wait. I'm like, well,
have to
that's your fault.
Yeah.
I am not going to not talk
You should
about
listen
something
up.
because maybe you need to move tables because we're going to talk about this.
Yeah.
She goes, well, that's so mean. I'm like, I'm just saying, that's not my fault that you don't want to have cable. That's your,
Yeah.
and I didn't want to say you can't afford it because you don't know the person's situation.
Yeah.
But probably they
Mine's more
were
expensive,
cable
yeah.
cutters because I have to wait. I'm like, well,
See, now, if
do you not turn the internet on?
If I had
Ever?
if I had to wait and did, I'd get Spectrum or whatever in a second.
Right.
I mean, or the cable, because if there's something I don't want to wait, I'm impatient.
Right.
But,
and here's and the one thing I do like is the fact that now that we're DirecTV, I can watch TV anywhere I go
Right.
yeah.
on the DirecTV
That's why I
app.
like. Yeah, I've got the
Yeah.
DirecTV now.
Yeah,
And yeah.
anywhere I want to go. I mean, so I can be driving down the road and want to know what the news is going on. I can turn on Fox or whatever whatever's running.
Yeah, I travel a lot, so I like the ability to kind of get online
Yep.
and do that.
And I do have the Netflix. I do have Hulu. So I mean, I'm one of those kind of guys that I'm a
Got the
Source guy.
stuff.
I love Source.
Yeah.
So Amazon Prime. Now I watch stuff on there all the time. There's going to come a point, and I think I've seen the ads on Facebook where you can go to one app and you put in your Netflix account, your Hulu account. Blah, blah.
Yeah.
You put all now, but the problem with that is I think that gives them too much ability to go in and just kind of screw you.
Yeah, I think one of the
hold on,
things. What do we got?
Alan Singh as Thoughts on Frontier. Don't like them.
Yeah, I'm not when I had FiOS, I had it in my old place. I loved FiOS because I had their highest speed you could possibly get. They were always really good. They were, as soon as they became Frontier, sorry, the management and the structure or whatever they did, just they don't have.
So
I don't know.
Let me walk through. Let me walk through my nightmare with Frontier.
Yeah, okay.
I have two nightmares. First nightmare. Let's go on a business side. We stream video. Okay, all you people that are watching right now, we're not. This is not coming off a cell phone. We're an actual, true television station here, located here in Port Richey, right? Yeah. And we stream. We also stream from radio stations. That's kind of where our roots came in. And the radio stations make you bring in your own internet.
Yes.
And then they will also say, but we would prefer you to have these companies, which I'm okay, because the studio back in the day, we had Verizon Fios.
Okay.
When the name Verizon, when it is attached to it,
great.
It's a solid name. You trust it, right?
Yeah.
So we set our Frontier. Not Frontier. We had Verizon Fios in the studios and we were in iHeart. I mean, that's one of the biggest, baddest radio.
And they require you to have some stable stuff.
So we had big boy stuff. We had 300 over 300. We had them, and we were in different parts of the building, so we were very elaborate. Frontier came in and bought Verizon sold to Frontier, and I don't want anybody to think that Frontier's some big ass company, because they're not. They're this little podunk company out of Connecticut.
Oh wow!
Right. That's where they're based out of. Stanford. I think it's Stanford. Stanford or Stratford. Actually, they're kind of down the street from ESPN.
Oh, okay.
But they still don't mean anything.
It seemed like it was.
Right. Exactly. I've got to watch our time too. We got 20 minutes. So I still want to talk about the face recognition. Yeah. The whole switch over happened. We were assured, business side wise, we were assured. Nothing's.
Oh, I got the same speech.
You'll never know when it happened.
Yeah. It's going to be great.
It went down. I was down for a week.
I was down for 3 days.
And I'm like, when's the guy coming out? We don't know. We literally were told we don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're kidding me. Like, no, we don't. We have no clue we're going to be able to get somebody out there. We're that upside down. I called Spectrum. Spectrum was out the exact same day that I called them. They had us up and running the next day. Lost 2 clients over this. 2 clients left me because of it. They said, well, if you can't do this, blah, blah, blah. And they didn't care. They didn't care about the whole. They didn't want the excuses. So lost 2 clients. They're walked out my door, 80 grand. Yeah. So that was an $80,000 loss that I had, right? So Spectrum came in, fixed it, and granted, they don't have the speeds. All they have to do is turn it up, open the gates. I think in the beginning it would be kind of mishmash because they're not used to that much traffic. So then at home, we had Verizon Fios, switched over, Frontier took over. Lost all my, not all, but almost half my movies were gone.
Oh, wow. That you had purchased.
That I had purchased through Verizon.
And they said, you get these forever.
Yeah. And and then the question was, do you have proof? No.
Yeah.
Go look at my bills.
My proof is you guys are supposed to have this database.
We were paperless, so for me to go back and try to find all those, because I don't keep that crap.
Right. It's on some email somewhere that you probably deleted. Or
exactly. So anyway, no on Frontier. And if Frontier wants to prove me wrong, the address is 10730 US 19 North, Suite 17. Come in and prove me wrong. I'll let you put your service in here, and I'll run them side by side. So, but anyway, okay. So you got one yes, you got one nah, and then me absolutely not. Not going to happen.
So now that there's a consensus,
but you've also got to understand.
We can help you.
Right. You've also got to understand the situations.
Yeah.
Very high tech. Gets it. He probably gets stuff that we don't even talk about. Just saying. But me, as tech as I am, I will not cut. And I have a satellite. So anyway, so the next thing we're going to talk about is this. Is it would you call it facial recognition?
I want to call it like more AI than maybe facial.
Okay.
It's when your computer is as smart as you or tries to be. I want to throw it out there for people, and we can talk about it. Is so like my iPad does face recognition. So I turn it on, it recognizes my face, and then unlocks, which is really cool. However, one of the interesting things that we're going to be doing some traveling for work for me, and my stepdaughter is going to be coming, and she said, well, when we land, I have to take a test. And on my computer because I have a test. I will go to USF. I have a test every Friday. And I said, cool, sounds good. She goes, may not be because I don't want to get flagged for cheating. And I said, what the heck are you talking about? And she said she had to download a program into her computer. And so when she takes this test, she has to allow her microphone and she has to allow her webcam. And what it does is it actually will record you as you take the test. And it's like a dark screen because I looked at it. And what it does, it actually looks at you and looks at the ambient things in the environment, like noise and if someone else is speaking. And it actually says there's too much noise. You're supposed to be it tells you, you're supposed to be in a quiet room with nothing open, no other monitors, no papers, no nothing. And you take this quiz, and it's only a few minutes. But it can actually record and see if someone else is talking to you. And then if there's too much noise, it flags you because you can have a bunch of people talking to you, telling you the answers. And then the other coolest thing, she says, yes, when we were watching the videos on it, she said that it flags someone for cheating because in the reflection of your eye, it saw a white square that was a piece of paper or another monitor. And I was like, I don't know whether to be scared or think that's the coolest thing ever. Because I was like, okay, so, and I know that you mentioned that there's like training software, and there's also, I know this comes from call centers because I was consulted with them, that they want to see someone in the chair, the camera picks up whether there's a human there, and so you can't just go do laundry while you're logged in. But that was so interesting to me because, you know, the computer is actually telling you, okay, we think you're cheating, and this is a way that you can kind of proctor exams without having. Now, she likes it because, you know, she's not cheating, but she doesn't actually have to go to class for that quiz that day.
Right.
So she's like, I'm in because I can sit in my pajamas and go and you know, take my quiz and I don't have to walk to class. So I was like, okay, you know, makes sense. And the teacher is going, I don't have to watch a bunch of kids and them taking quiz and things like this. But it does now, and she said it does give you warnings. It says, hey, there's too much noise going on. What's up? It doesn't just like, oh, you're failed.
So it asks you.
It asks you, says, hey, there's a lot of noise going on. Either shut up or move to a quieter place, or hey, make sure your monitors are turned off. And I think you get like a one chance or whatever it is. But, you know, I'm like, all right. So, you know,
on
it's
the other
interesting.
aspect of that is when can you say, hey, I didn't cheat? You know,
That's
now that
Is there an appeal process?
You can't. Software is what it is. It is software.
Yeah.
And there needs to be some kind of human interaction.
That's what I told her. And I know there's some process. I haven't really looked at it.
There's got to be an appeal.
There's some thing when it like flags you and it says, no, you're cheating and can't take this quiz. It just locks you out of the quiz. And I'm like, you know, I'm like, hey, I don't know. Or like, what, you know, and it says like don't sit near a window, and it tells you kind of what to do. However, software being software, because I've got a lot of it, is not always the most reliable thing. You know that as a systems person, software breaks and software doesn't pick up on the right things or whatever it is. And one of the things that it got me thinking about was that so my other kids, they download a game, and I'm a marketing guy. And so they download a game, and it says, "Hey, if you want this free, cool game, you got to access. We got to access your web camera and your microphone. Is this good? Well, or you can pay. You know, it's like, hey, you can go tell your parents to pay $19.99 a month, or you just unlock these two things. We got you.
Right.
You know. And you're good, right? But then I can actually, as a marketer, I can look and see eye tracking. Because that's essentially what this thing is. The system that she signed up for does eye tracking. I have eye tracking software on my computer to do marketing stuff, but it actually sees whether you're looking at the screen or you're looking off too much. And it tells you, hey, warning,
Right.
And I could look at that'd be great for marketing
for
to kids.
ads. Because we were talking about if all these people, I don't know if anybody at home has seen the Ready Player One.
Yes.
Okay, so Ready Player One, they were literally, it's all about a VR world, and they were talking about being able to, how much ad space they could take up in the VR goggles before you went into a seizure.
I love it.
I think it's like 88% or 82%.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, I mean, all you're going to get to play through is that. That's all you get right there.
Yeah.
Just that.
Yeah, but
the rest is all ads.
Yeah, but it's free. I want to play for free.
I mean, okay, so how many...
so I just thought that was kind of interesting that, like, there's software out there, and I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm saying it's fascinating to me how the education has picked up on that.
Right.
It used to be kind of a business software. Now it's an educational software.
Right.
But
I
does it
remember.
help?
I know when my wife goes and takes her continuing education.
Yeah.
Because she is in the mortgage world.
Yeah.
You have to answer questions during. So what they do is they pop up little questions to make sure you're there.
Oh, they are okay.
So they probably haven't got this AI software.
They may not need it,
Well,
but it could.
it could. I mean, who says they're not sitting there with a cheat sheet,
Right.
with all this stuff trying to answer their questions so they can continue their education?
Sure.
So, Alan online says that's cool and terrifying.
Yeah,
All at the
exactly,
same time,
right?
it's really cool, but oh crap!
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I've got all my webcams, and sometimes and what she was saying is that you can opt out of some of the stuff, but then you've got to go and take a test in some proctored place and actually go there, and it's just
really stick it to you just because you are trying to do things old school.
Yeah, it's kind of like
Is that Mrs. Miles that keeps texting? That's in the chat. Is that Mama Miles?
I believe that might be.
She goes, can the programs get hacked by hackers?
I'm sure. Yeah, the answer is yes to always.
Everything.
Yeah,
There's always, and that's not some of the first things that they're thinking about when they make their software is they're not looking at whether or not it's totally secure yet. They do that on the After Effects. So first they put the idea together, they make it work, then they throw it out and they pitch it to the schools.
The thing is, it's like most of these software companies are startups, and this sales fixes everything for them. So we're going to put this thing out and see if it works, and if it works, we're going to sell it, and so we can get money in to stay our doors open.
That's
and then
okay. So
we'll
that's like
out
going.
That stuff.
That's like going to CES.
Yeah.
Okay, CES, like the luggage that follows you around. It's been there for the last 2 years. They haven't made that yet. You get the TV that rolls up and down. They haven't made that yet.
Yep.
You get. I mean, there's so much stuff that's been there for years. I was watching Leo, he's really making fun of me. He goes, guys, yes, that's snooze fest.
Yeah.
Because it's a bunch of stuff that we've seen the last 2 or 3 years. They just have not made yet.
Because that's the thing. It's one of those that it's like I can't get the funding for.
Right. So like Microsoft,
it's cool.
Throw the new OS out there. We'll fix it after it breaks.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's sometimes
software as a service is what it is.
Well, and that's the same
Windows
thing.
As a service is what they're doing.
It's like these software things. It's we'll fix this, or I don't want my.
If nobody complains, don't worry about it.
Well, I don't want my daughter to come home and go like crying because I failed the test.
Good example is Facebook, for instance. Look at when everything. Okay. So their developers make a mistake. They left something open, and then how many people they have a huge data breach.
Yeah,
it's an ongoing process.
Yeah,
and they're always going to be dealing with it.
Well, and that's the kind of the thing when you allow it's one of those type of things when you allow your things to be open. When you say, hey, are you willing to can we access the camera? Well, yeah, because I have to, but now you just opened Pandora's box possibly. So it is cool. I mean, that's the big thing, but and what could it be used for? I mean, the technology like that, because this was kind of the introduction to me of me playing with her software like that. But I was thinking, think of you could do medical. I mean, you could like when you do the telemetry programs over, now you can go to the doctor online. I've got a sore throat and they'll diagnose you and give you a prescription online.
Right.
Well, wouldn't it be cool if they could look at my eyes, or they could do something that says, yes, dude, you're having a stroke right now. Go to the hospital. Or we just called an ambulance for you.
Well, where we left off on the 4G and the 5G
Oh, yes.
real quick.
Oh, yeah.
And the reason why.
Yeah,
the
we've got like 3 minutes
technology
left.
change.
Get that.
All right, so 4G LTE tops off at 1 gig per second.
Okay.
Okay, so that's where we're at. 5G, at 20 gigs per second. So you're going to start seeing your cell phone companies are going to start selling a lot more internet-connected devices is what's going to basically start
Data.
happening.
It's
Data.
all about the
It's
data.
It's all about the data and everything being able to be connected to that data.
Yeah, my refrigerator.
And so, for instance, as you noticed, T-Mobile had announced a while back as they were doing this merger that they wanted to become an ISP for home a little
Right.
bit more. Look at that, 20 gigs a second they can go ahead and do
Yeah.
on the 5G. So if that's the, and remember, this is the first generation of 5G that they're getting ready to come out with. If they can already talk about 20 gig, speeds, just imagine the amount of devices that are going to be able to be out there. I mean, we already have our watches, we have our phones, we have tablets.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Just think, your Roomba is going to be connected, and not to your home Wi-Fi. Okay, it's going to have its own IP address. It's going to have its own internet connection.
Yeah.
Right.
And so now everything's going to be connected to the cloud through a service on there that you're going to be controlling everything.
Right.
Yeah, and just like he said, exciting and terrifying at the same time. Because,
Woo, this is going to be great. Oh, crap, they're going to be watching
oh
me.
no, yeah.
And don't forget, PlayStation and Xbox, AMD won that deal again. So those chips, those new APUs that they're coming out with, are going into those systems. So that's going to be exciting. And we're talking about being able to go all the way down to 1 gigahertz and past 3 gigahertz. With today's generation, they only hit about 2.5. And they have a new APU graphics card built into it.
Wow.
And they're calling it the Navi chip. So
Cool.
All right, so with about a minute, I think we got about a minute left, right, Rob?
Yeah, about a minute.
About a minute and a half. So we're not going to be here Thursday.
No.
all right.
But keep watching the WeBeam TV Facebook page, because Erik and I will be doing some live interviews and some live talks from the Synapse event that's happening Thursday.
Tampa.
Yeah. So our goal is to see what we can get there. We'll bring it out to the world, and everybody will be happy.
And you could learn something.
Yeah. So I think next week we're going to delve in more to this. I tell you what. Let's make a plan next Monday.
Yeah.
Let's talk about more of the 5G, 4G, LTE phones that we think are good. Why it's going the way it's going to go.
Yeah.
Are flip phones really that necessary?
Yeah.
I feel we're going back to the days of the Razor and the Sidekick. Remember the Sidekick?
Razor's
I love
coming
my
back out
Sidekick.
with phones.
No, the stress.
And you know what will be fun? What will be fun for the audience is also is to get an understanding, or at least a base level of the so what test.
Right.
Does 5G pass the so what test in your life?
Exactly.
Do you need it? It's like when you hear that. Hey,
We got to go.
okay,
We'll see everybody next week.
good.
We got the plans cause we are the tech shamans. We understand cause we are the tech shaman. Dude, I got this cool thing to show you. Really, man? Yeah, it's far out and technical and stuff. Awesome. Yeah. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the tech shamans. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the tech shamans. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the tech shamans. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the tech shamans. Cool.